So what is the missional church, or what does it mean to be missional? My standard answer to this question is this. Missional means participating with God in what God is doing in the world. On the surface, it may not sound as if this is anything new. Churches have always been missional, right? Church has always been about participating with God. That's just vague gobbledygook anyway. It could mean just about anything, right? Well, the reality is churches have not always been missional. And I don't think we have to look too far to see that the majority of churches in the U.S. today have really been shaped by the broader culture, become primarily focused on the 3 B's, right? Buildings, budgets, and butts in the pews. Churches have predominantly been predicated on the field of dreams model. If you build it, they will come, which means the goal of church has been about getting people to come in rather than going out. And it's really simplistic to suggest that missional is about going out, or an emphasis on the sending aspect, because there's really something more deeply theological underneath it. That is how we view the church in relation to God's mission. In the old paradigm, the church has been the prime mover in mission. Churches did mission, or rather, mission was a program of the church. Just as churches did evangelism and worship and Christian education and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, so they also did mission or missions. It was just another program of the local church. Whether it was local or global, mission was a menu item on a long laundry list of other priorities that the local church was engaged in. In the new paradigm, God's mission is bigger than the church. In fact, God is going to accomplish God's mission whether the church joins God in it or not. The rocks will cry out, if you will. So the church is really a subcategory within the larger context of God's mission, and as such, it's a subtle but significant shift in how we think about the church and how we do church, how we organize ourselves as faith communities, how we structure ourselves, how we engage with the world around us.